What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? So, most women, most young ladies hide their true desire. They hide what they truly want. And talking about sexually, of course, most of them are going to hide what they really like or what they really want. Now, this is somewhat changing due to social media, due to Facebook, IG, TikTok, especially TikTok. TikTok seems to be in the forefront of showing what young ladies really think. And we all have seen videos of chicks pretty much exposing themselves, or not really exposing, confessing what they truly like. Things that 10, 20 years back would have been unheard of in the public, you know, much less private. You dig what I'm saying? So I'm gonna explain to you why most women hide their desires, you know, and the type of guys that they will show it to. But first, this is Tarek Talks. I'm Tarek, and I'm gonna be talking my stuff, so check me out. So, a lot of young ladies will not tell most men their true desires. And this is because, basically, simply put, because of societal structures, because they are afraid to be judged. This is a woman's kryptonite, is to be criticized and to be called the H word, to be given the scarlet letter. You know what I mean? To be labeled as that. This is their worst nightmare. So they will not divulge what they really like in public. Now, like I said, TikTok, I'm gonna use TikTok for an example because it is the most prevalent one. This is showing young ladies true desires. Now we're seeing it more than ever, but for the most part, it's still somewhat under wraps. Now, as men, we have no qualms, we have no problems about expressing what we like. If we are in a public setting, we will say stuff, we will express what we like sexually. You know, we will divulge that we like choking, spitting on, smacking, you know, chaining young ladies, or whatever the deal is, or handcuffing, you know, that kind of role playing type of stuff. We will divulge that in public. We have no problems, right? Because that societal pressure is not on us. We don't get called the H words. We don't get called the S word, right? We don't have that label. So it's much more easier for us. Now, as for young ladies, best believe that their desires are just as strong. They have desires that would blow some men's mind, right? They do not divulge this in public, especially if they are professionals. They will not say this. You will look at them and you will think they are the girl next door type. You will think that they are very above carnal desires, right? When in fact, those type of young ladies is probably suppressed way more. Okay, because if you go in your neighborhood and you especially in my guys that grew up in urban areas, we all know that those couple of chicks that have that H word label, you know what to expect from them, right? But those sort of professional levels, sort of what you would call classy, you would not even imagine, right? And this comes from their shadow self. And I know, shout out Ron Wills, he talks about the sexual shadow world. This is pretty much where women express their true desires with certain men, right? But I'm not really talking about that right now. It's extremely similar, but I'm talking about this philosophical term called the shadow self, coined by Carl Jung, right? Back in the 50s, but way back then, he coined this term, the shadow self. And what the shadow self is basically the true hidden desires that and I'm talking about women, because it seems to be that women are way more good at concealing their shadow self. You know, when a woman, her shadow self, that's her true desire. That is what she truly fantasizes about. She is not going to come out and say she likes to get choked, or she likes to get slammed, or she likes to be handcuffed. She's not going to say that she wants a big man to come and just dominate her. She's not going to tell most men, she's not going to tell the vast majority of men that she likes to get dominated, or she likes to get spit on, she likes to get smacked. She's not gonna say any of that out in public. It takes a certain type of guy. And see, this is the shadow self that I'm talking about. It is kept deep down inside because they do not want to get criticized by the mass. They do not want to get criticized by the public. Because imagine a young lady that's in a professional setting, or she's a young professional. She talks about she likes getting spit on, or she likes getting manhandled and smacked and chained, and she likes to do it with another young lady, with a man, right? Threesomes and stuff like that. Imagine she says that out loud. She will get branded as the H word. She will have that red scarlet letter on her, right? So this is her shadow self, her deepest, darkest desires. And frighteningly enough, this is the scary part. This shadow self will stay in the shadows, so to speak, even when a lot of young ladies have husbands and boyfriends, especially when she gets with these men for only for provisional. Now, she's not sexually attracted to them. She gets with them for social proof or provisioning, you know what I mean? And for him to be a provider, pretty much. She will even keep it secret from him. And this is very dangerous because this shadow self will come out. This deep, dark desires will come out, but in an unhealthy way. And it's not going to come out with her man. It is going to come out with a third party. It is going to come out with another man, aka cheating. So this is extremely important. This is extremely important to know when you get with a young lady, to know what she really truly desires. No matter how religious you are, no matter how, conservative you are, this is going to help you. Now, you can stay closed-minded and keep believing that the chick that you're getting with doesn't have some of these dark desires, right? But you have to find this out. Do not be in the dark, no matter how conservative you are. And the thing about it is, the way that you get her to show this to you is you have to be, first of all, you have to be sexually appealing to her when she looks at you. That's why shout out Ron Wills again, the body game. Get your body on point, get your physique on point, increase your sex appeal. And more importantly, you have a mature attitude. You have a very solid attitude, and you don't criticize her. Now, if she says something that you are not particularly in line with, if she tells you a desire that you like, that you don't jive with or you don't gel with, then you leave her on your own accord. That's on you. But in any case, do not critique or criticize or look at her in disgust or anything like that. Keep it mature. Listen to what she says. Let her talk. Let her express herself. Say things that will lead her to express herself, right? If you guys are having a conversation, maybe tell her a kink that you have. Maybe tell her that you like, to smack. And she will see that you are open yourself, and she will start opening up herself. And just listen to what she says, and do not criticize. Do not give her a look of disgust. Just sit back and listen, right? And this will get her to express more of her desires, especially if she looks at you as physically appealing. If you have that mature attitude, she will definitely divulge it to you. And she will, if you are in line with what she's saying, she will express these acts with you. She will engage with these acts with you. You know what I mean? If that's what you want. So just to let you guys know, I'm making this video just to let you guys know that a lot of young ladies do have these dark desires, these shadow desires. Okay, it's kept deep down inside. Like I said, the philosopher Carl Jung, he coined the term shadow self, the dark side. Okay, and a lot of young ladies have this dark side, this deep down. It's any young lady, right? A lot of young men see these young ladies and they feel like they're above that dark desire, right? Let me ask you something. As a man, you have your own desires, right? Maybe you like role playing. A lot of young ladies like role playing. They're not going to tell most guys this because they are afraid that the guy might not want to deal with them anymore. A lot of young ladies like role playing. They might want to do the cop and robber type of deal, or the nurse type of role play, whatever type of role play there is. There's some young ladies out there that do the whole animal furry thing. You know, that's not my style, but just to let you guys know, there are some subsections out there of young ladies that do like this type of stuff, and you will be surprised. Okay, so the type, like I said, you have to be a man that is sexually appealing. Get in that gym, get your body right, get your style right, your haircut right, and on top of that, more importantly, is your attitude towards it. Make her feel like you are, if this is what you want, make her feel like you are down with it too. Make her feel like you're comfortable in your own sexuality, right? Express some desires that you might have when you are in conversation. Express something that you might like, right? If you like handcuffing, you know, handcuff role play, express that. See where it goes from there. You will be very surprised that a lot of young ladies, when they see the man is mature, when they see that he is in line with that too, they will start telling him, oh yeah, I like that too, right? They will start opening up, but you have to be non-critical, okay? So I hope this video helped, man. Check out Carl Jung, The Shadow Self, right? Just YouTube that, Carl Jung, The Shadow Self, and you will see more in depth of what I'm talking about, of these carnal desires that are kept in because society deems them as taboo, okay? So anyway, with that being said, I'm out. Peace.